Have you ever noticed how weak men announce their weakness through the words they speak? While unshakable men command respect through disciplined silence and measured speech, foolish men broadcast their internal chaos with every sentence. The ancient Stoics understood something most modern men have forgotten. Your words are not just communication. They are a direct reflection of your inner strength or lack thereof. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca built empires of the mind by mastering not just their actions, but their language. Today, I'm going to expose 5 phrases that only stupid men say. Phrases that destroy respect, kill opportunities, and reveal a character built on sand. If you're ready to speak like a man of true power, subscribe now and let's begin this transformation. The foolish man speaks from ego, fear, and desperate need for validation. The Stoic man speaks from logic, virtue, and self-contained authority. Your language is the architecture of your reality. When you pollute your speech with weakness, you contaminate your mind, your relationships, and your destiny. The Stoics taught that wisdom begins with self-awareness, and self-awareness begins with recognizing the poison in your own mouth. Today you will learn to identify that poison, extract it, and replace it with the language of kings. Phrase 1. "'Tis not my fault." Weak men deflect responsibility like children hiding broken toys. When a man constantly says, "It's not my fault," he announces to the world that he is controlled by circumstance, not master of his fate. He surrenders his power to external forces and crowns himself victim instead of victor. This phrase is the death of masculine authority. Epictetus, who was born a slave yet became one of history's greatest philosophers, said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." He never blamed the chains on his body because he refused to place chains on his mind. Imagine 2 soldiers in the same battle. One says, "It's not my fault we're losing," while the other says, "What can I do differently?" The first dies blaming the wind. The second adapts and survives. A Stoic man owns every outcome. He knows that blame is the language of the powerless, while responsibility is the grammar of kings. Take ownership or remain enslaved. Phrase 2. "I need you to make me happy." Stupid men outsource their emotional state to others, particularly to women, friends, or fleeting pleasures. When a man says, "I need you to make me happy," he confesses that he is an empty vessel waiting to be filled by someone else. This is not love, it is parasitism. This is not strength, it is pathetic dependency. Happiness that relies on another person is not happiness, it is hostage-taking of your own soul. Seneca warned, "He who is everywhere is nowhere. He who depends on all owns nothing." A ship with no anchor drifts endlessly, smashing into rocks whenever the storm arrives. A Stoic man is his own anchor. He cultivates joy from within through discipline, purpose, and virtue. He offers his strength to others, but never demands they fill his internal void. A woman does not respect a man she must constantly reassure. A friend does not admire a man who drains him emotionally. Build your happiness inside the fortress of your own character, then invite others to visit. Not to construct it for you. Phrase 3. "That's just how I am." This phrase is the white flag of self-improvement. The surrender document signed by a man who has given up on himself. When someone says, "That's just how I am," they are declaring themselves a finished product incapable of growth, a statue instead of a sculptor. This is the ultimate act of self-betrayal. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote every night in his personal journals, constantly examining his flaws and striving to improve. He never said, "I am emperor, this is just how I am." He said, "I am a work in progress, and I owe it to myself and my people to become better." Consider the oak tree. It does not say, "I am just a seed and refuse to grow." It splits through rock, reaches toward the sun, and transforms itself season after season. A Stoic man understands that identity is not fixed, it is forged. Your character is clay, not stone. Every day you have the chisel of choice. Stupid men accept their weaknesses as permanent. Wise men view them as temporary assignments. You are not just anything. You are becoming. Phrase 4. I don't care what people think. Ironically, the men who say this the loudest care the most. This phrase is not confidence, it is overcompensation. True indifference does not announce itself. A genuinely self-assured man does not need to declare his independence from others' opinions because he has already internalized it. When you constantly say, I don't care what people think, you reveal that you are still mentally enslaved to their judgment, just rebelling instead of conforming. Epictetus taught, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your own estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. A mountain does not announce that it does not care about the wind. It simply stands. A wolf does not declare that it does not care about the sheep's opinion. It simply hunts. The Stoic man operates beyond the need for approval or the need to reject approval. He acts according to virtue, and the voices of the crowd fade into irrelevance naturally. Stop announcing your indifference. Start living it in disciplined silence. Phrase 5. I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination is not a time management problem, it is a character deficiency. When a man chronically says, I'll do it tomorrow, he is really saying, I do not respect my own word, my own goals, or my own future. He is a liar, primarily to himself. This phrase is the slow poison that kills dreams while you sleep. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. He understood that tomorrow is a fantasy, a comforting delusion that stupid men use to avoid the discomfort of disciplined action today. Picture a warrior on the battlefield who says, I'll fight tomorrow. He dies today. Picture a farmer who says, I'll plant tomorrow. He starves this winter. The Stoic man recognizes that the only moment he truly owns is now. The past is a memory. The future is imagination. This present breath is the only guaranteed opportunity. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Tomorrow never comes. Today is your only battlefield. Fight now. Phrase 6. I'm too old to change. Age is the excuse of the defeated. When a man says I'm too old to change, he builds his own prison and throws away the key. This phrase is not wisdom about limitations, it is cowardice disguised as realism. Seneca began serious philosophical study in his later years and produced works that shaped Western civilization for 2,000 years. He did not say, I'm too old. He said, I have wasted enough time, let me begin now. Think of iron sitting in a forge. It does not matter if the iron has existed for 1 year or 100 years. When placed in fire, it can still be reshaped, still be sharpened, still be transformed into a sword. Your age is irrelevant to your capacity for change. What matters is your willingness to enter the fire of discipline and discomfort. A Stoic man understands that every moment is an opportunity for reinvention. The calendar does not define your potential, your choices do. Neuroplasticity proves your brain can rewire at any age. Stop hiding behind years and start building with days. Phrase 7. Nobody understands me. This is the victim's anthem, the sad song of a man who has mistaken isolation for depth. When you say, nobody understands me, you are really saying, I refuse to communicate clearly, take responsibility for connection, or accept that understanding is a two-way bridge I am unwilling to build. You position yourself as special in your suffering, unique in your struggle, when in reality you are simply poor at articulating your internal world. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the known world, still felt lonely and misunderstood at times, yet he never used this as an excuse for bitterness or disconnection. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Imagine a lighthouse that says, "Nobody sees my light," but never turns on the beacon. The Stoic man knows that being understood is not something that happens to you. It is something you create through clear speech, vulnerable honesty, and patient explanation. Stop waiting to be understood. Start making yourself understandable. Clarity is your responsibility, not the world's obligation. You have now heard the 7 phrases that mark a stupid man. They are: deflecting blame, demanding others create your happiness, refusing growth, loudly declaring false indifference, postponing action, hiding behind age, and playing the misunderstood victim. Each phrase is a bar in the prison of wakeness. The foolish man lives his entire life behind these bars, wondering why he feels trapped. The Stoic man recognizes the prison, melts down the bars with discipline, and walks into the freedom of self-mastery. Language shapes thought. Thought shapes action. Action shapes destiny. Change your words, change your life. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe to Anonymous Achiever for daily Stoic wisdom that will forge you into an unshakable man.